Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday night product webinar overview. My name is Andrea Labouchere, and I'll be leading this call tonight. If you are at a computer, you can access this call via your computer and look at the slides that I'll be using to present. If you go to joinme.com/isogenics opportunity. Not necessary, but if you're at a computer, you can. All right, so the purpose of this evening's call is to give you an idea about what isogenics is, why we need it, what products we highlight, and also we'll go over a little bit about how you can get your products paid for. So the first question we wanted to answer is, what is isogenics? And we are a company who prides itself on being a solutions-based company. We have solutions for weight loss. We have solutions for athletes who need more energy and performance. We have solutions for healthy aging, and we also have solutions for wealth creation. And I can imagine that at least one of these solutions excites you, if not more than one. This is me. I started Isogenics a year ago, and since then I have lost 25 pounds. I lost most of my weight in my first 90 days. I went from a size 8 to a size 4. Not only have I lost weight, but I have also, my mental clarity has been through the roof. I've been able to think better, be better organized. I've definitely noticed a difference in my performance at work. I have better sleep. I love our sleep spray and all of our products for that. And my energy is also better too. I've been able to have more energy when I get home from work to be able to enjoy my kids and have more fun. And I've definitely noticed that my athletic performance has improved over the last year. I work out with a personal trainer, and I also play soccer. And I know that I've improved in both of those elements. And what I also love about Isogenics is that many of our products are kid-friendly. And my kids, I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they absolutely love most of our products. They love the shakes, they love the greens, they love the fruits. So I know as a parent, sometimes it's really hard to get our kids to enjoy some of those fruits and vegetables. And so we have great products that allow them to get those nutrients. So why do we need Isogenics? Well, unfortunately, our society is in a health crisis. We have so many health issues going on in our culture and in our society, especially in America. We have some staggering statistics. 1 in 2.2 people will develop cancer. In the 1950s, it was 1 in 12. Clearly, something is going on in our environment that's contributing to this, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. 1.3 million women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. That's a 30% increase in the last 25 years. We have such a rise in diseases such as diabetes, thyroid diseases, autoimmune diseases, and then, of course, obesity. We know that 2/3 of Americans are overweight and 1 out of 3 children are overweight. And our generation of children right now are the first generation of children who are not expected to outlive their parents. Let that sink in for a minute. We have a serious health crisis on our hands, folks. So what's causing this? Well, the main thing that's causing it is that we are nutritionally deficient. We do not get enough nutrition in our food, and we are toxic. 95% of Americans are acidic, and 80% of them are clinically overweight. And I'll talk more about being acidic and alkaline in just a moment. Dr. Michael Colgan, who endorses Isogenics, tells us we don't get the nutrients we need from our food anymore, and supplementation is critical. We have to supplement. We cannot get the nutrition we need from our food, and that is a really big learning curve for a lot of people, because in our foods we are not able to get enough vitamins and minerals that we need. Going back to toxicity and toxins, our food, our air, our water, our skincare, and our cleaning products are laden with toxins. If you're looking at the slide, you can see the picture with the crops being sprayed with herbicides and pesticides. The word CIDE, C-I-D-E, means death in Latin. And this is the type of products that are being put on our food every single day. It kills the insects, but what is it doing to us in our body? The tomatoes are being genetically modified in that picture. It's a big catchphrase now to have food that is non-GMO and not genetically modified. The air we breathe, we cannot avoid the pollutants. I mean, we just can't. It's impossible to avoid. We know that our water is just laden with all sorts of toxins. And even ladies, the skincare we put on, our makeup, our lotion, our hair products, all of them have toxins in them. And then, of course, cleaning products as well. So what do we do about this? I mean, we're looking at this and we feel defeated. We feel, how can we possibly combat this if we know we can't avoid all of these products and things in our life? Sorry, going through the slides. So, even organic foods have a legal limit of toxicity to them because, farmers can't avoid acid rain. Farmers, as hard as they want to make things as clean as possible, even if you eat a perfectly organic, clean diet, you are not combating the toxicity in your body, even if you are eating organic. And we know that most people are not eating strictly organic. This list goes through just a small list of common diseases that we are finding that are being linked to toxicity, toxins in our body. Did you know that most of these diseases start with our gut, start with things that are going on in our gut? Inflammatory diseases, arthritis, Crohn's disease, all of these illnesses that we hear more people, it's popping up more and more and more. I hear stories all the time about people, they have thyroid issues, they have arthritis, and it's coming on later in life. And what we're finding is that all of these things are starting in our gut. And when we take care of our gut and our body through perfect food, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, these diseases are alleviated. Now, of course, with Isagenix, we cannot claim to cure or heal anything, but we do have so many testimonies where people are finding relief because they are answering these issues in their own bodies. So the bottom line, our immune system, which has to process all of these foreign pollutants, cannot keep up. Our immune system is constantly fighting, constantly, and it can never catch up and truly detox the way that it's supposed to. We know that our liver and our kidneys were created to detox. That's their job. But if we aren't helping them by providing them and our cells and our body with the most perfect food, our liver and our kidneys can never, ever catch up. And that's why our body accumulates visceral fat, and that's that dangerous fat inside of us. And so it starts to accumulate that visceral fat, and to protect it, our body does that to protect itself, and it does that to protect itself from the toxins in our environment. And so it's never really able to take care of those things because it doesn't have the nutrition that it needs to fight. So how do we solve this? Through nutritional cleansing. So here's where Isagenix comes in. Our shakes get your body to an alkaline state within 2 to 5 days of drinking them. Now, let me tell you, this is nearly impossible with just clean eating alone. If you are familiar with your old pH scale, you remember learning that in like 4th and 5th grade, you understand that we have an acidic scale and we have an alkaline scale. And if you guys are looking at the slides right now, you can see the chart that I'm referring to. And you'll notice that the alkaline foods are all the foods that we're supposed to be eating every single day, a lot of fruits and vegetables. And you'll notice the acidic foods are the foods that we're not supposed to be eating every single day. Sodas, coffees, wine, beer, burgers, fast food. I mean, you name it. We all do it. We are not perfect human beings. We just can't be. So how do we combat this? Or what are some of the benefits of having an alkaline body? Well, when we are alkaline, meaning our pH level is at a 7.0 or higher, all of a sudden our body is happy. We have energy. We're able to lose weight. We sleep better. We have better digestion. We are slowing down aging. We are preventing cancer. And we have reduced inflammation in our body. And Isagenix is going to be able to provide all of these things to you. And it is a known fact that cancer cannot survive in an in an alkaline body. Now, I lost my bonus mom, my stepmom, a little over a year ago to cancer. And I was introduced to Isagenix probably 5 months after she died. And one of the first things when I started explaining this to my dad, one of the first things he said was, why couldn't we have had this when Tara was alive? And that's when I figured out my own why. That's when I said, you're right, Dad, people need this. This is such a powerful food. The first thing your doctor is going to tell you if you get sick is that you need to have an alkaline body. You need to eat foods that get your body alkaline because that's going to help your body to fight the disease. Okay, so this is our solution right here. Some other things to think about with Isagenix. We do not like to claim that we are a traditional diet. We use the word diet in the sense that it's food. So yes, it is a diet. It is food that we are ingesting. But a lot of times the word diet is associated with the word deprivation. And we really like to stress to our associates and the people who are curious about Isagenix that this is not a traditional diet, because a traditional diet is all about deprivation, and you are not getting to the root of the problem. You are just, you're not taking care of the impurities and the toxicity in your body. So with Isagenix and with cleansing, our body is able to release the impurities. And therefore, when we go into our maintenance mode, we have released those impurities and we aren't going to gain the weight back. If that's what, we aren't just a weight loss company, like I said before. We help people with building lean muscle and all sorts of different things. But if you are somebody who needs to lose weight, then you aren't going to gain it back as long as you are eating these shakes every single day. Okay, so what does a typical Isagenix day look like? Well, to start with, we have 2 main packs that we strongly recommend people start with. We have our President's Pack or our Accelerated Pack that runs about $20 a day. It is our most popular pack. It does get the quickest and best results, and it sets everybody up for success. You can see a picture of it right there if you're looking at the slides. This is this pack definitely has the best results, and it keeps people on the system longer. And then our other most popular pack is our medium 30-day pack. And this pack runs between $10 and $12 a day, just depending on if you add certain products. It's a great pack. It will definitely give you success, and it's going to definitely get you going on your journey. And whoever invited you to this call can explain more about how that would work and what that would look like. Okay. So I've already mentioned our isoline shakes, but this is and I'm going to just right now go over our 3 most popular products. I'm not going to go over everything. But our number 1 most popular product is obviously our shakes. They are a meal replacement shake. Our isoline shakes are 225 calories, and our isoline pro shakes are 250 calories. They are a high protein shake. So they are clinically proven to burn fat and support lean muscle. They are clinically proven to reduce craving, and they do keep you full, trust me. They will increase your energy and recovery, and they will help you to maintain healthy cholesterol. They are a perfectly balanced meal. They are the perfect balance of fats, carbs, sugars, amino acids, minerals. They are a live food, which is you can't find this. This as soon as water is added to these shakes, they become activated, and they have live enzymes in them, which help your body to absorb the shake immediately. I mean, your body uses this food immediately. It does not have to go through all the digestion that so many other foods cause our body to go through, and it has to work so hard to get the nutrition from it. Another amazing thing about our shakes is that our whey it's called undenatured whey protein, and it's from New Zealand. Our cows are strictly grass-fed. The grass is never treated with any type of herbicide or pesticide. The cows themselves are never given any sort of hormone or antibiotics. And this is so important because this is exactly what we're trying to fight when we nutritionally cleanse. This is actually illegal in the United States. The FDA demands that all cows be treated with hormones and antibiotics. So Isogenics has gone away from the United States, and they've gone to New Zealand, where the cows, we call them our happy cows. They are treated wonderfully, and that's where we get our whey. Even though we do have whey shakes, they are 99.9% lactose free. So even people who have a lactose intolerance are still usually able to enjoy our shakes, and their body is able to absorb it and be fine. But with that being said, we do have a vegan, non-dairy, pea protein-based shake that we have. It's our berry shake, and whoever introduced you to this call can also tell you about that if you are lactose intolerant or worried about the dairy aspect. The next product I want to go over is our Cleanse for Life. This is our second most popular product, and we are a nutritional cleansing. So we are a nutritional rebalancing and cellular cleansing company. We are the world's only cellular cleansing company. So our cellular cleanse is a product that does what it says. It cleanses our cells. So I mentioned earlier about our body's natural system of detoxing through the liver and kidney. So on our cleanse days, what we do is we fast. And when we fast and we drink this Cleanse for Life drink, which, by the way, is delicious. It tastes like a berry tea. And it's, for the record, it's not an organ cleanse. So it's not like a traditional poop cleanse where you have to be by the bathroom all day. Everything's released through your urine. But so what we do on our cleanse days is we fast. And we drink this Cleanse for Life product 4 times a day. And we eat these delicious IsoDelight chocolates. So yes, we get to eat amazing chocolate that are green tea infused on our cleanse days, and they're so good. But what happens is, because we are not eating, our metabolism and our digestive system rest. And when those systems rest for 24 to 48 hours, depending on how long you cleanse, your liver and kidney are able to work overtime and really, and through our botanicals and minerals that are being put into the body through the Cleanse for Life drink, your cells are, think of it like they're being scrubbed in a car wash. Your cells are being clean. Your liver and kidney are pumping out the toxins, and the results are amazing. You will lose visceral fat. You will wake up after your cleanse and have renewed energy, mental endurance, and you have just literally given your body the most amazing internal bath you could ever give it. And the final product I'm going to talk about tonight is our Ionic Supreme. Our Ionic Supreme is an adaptogen drink. It is hands down one of my favorite products. I drink it every single day, every single morning. I prefer it as a hot tea in the morning. I love this product. It gives me energy in the morning, and it helps me at night if I need to rest. So it has these amazing things in them called adaptogens. And adaptogens are a botanical term, and it's what's found inside plants that helps them to adapt to their surroundings, the stresses in their environment. So just like a botanical plant can adapt to changing weather, or hot to cold, other species trying to take over, when it's put into our body, it does the same exact thing. So this is going to give your body what it needs. If it needs energy, it's going to give it to you. If it needs to recover after a really hard workout, it's going to do that for you. It is an anti-inflammatory. Oh man, my dad has crazy joint pain in his knee and his back, and he drinks his ionics every single morning, and he's noticed less pain. Personally, my back pains from having 2 kids, which I was always laid up, always in pain, gone. Like, I don't even notice it anymore. And it is a great stress reliever. And we all are stressed in our society. We can't avoid it. And stress can come in so many different forms. It can come from work. It can come from our kids. It can come from our marriage. It can even come from exercise. That is stress on our body. And so it's going to help with all of that stress. And it's an amazing product. Okay, so I'm just going to run through, if you guys are looking at the slides, I'm going to quickly just run through some before and after people. These people are on our team, okay, and they can all share their stories with you. This is Renee. She's amazing. She's my coach. Here's Todd, Delilah's husband. All right, look at Jimmy, CrossFit guy. He was a big skeptic. He's like, oh, I'm already fit. I already eat clean. And then look at his results after 30 days. All right, Kathy Savage is a very famous personal trainer. She endorses Isagenix products. She loves them. We have several professional athletes who endorse Isagenix products. And I should say, when I say the word endorse, I should tell you that Isagenix does not pay any athletes to actually, quote unquote, endorse their products. These athletes choose to use Isagenix products because they believe in them. They are able to build their own business, but they are not given any sort of incentives that anybody else on this call would be given. They just believe wholeheartedly in these products, and they just allow their images to be used because they want their name associated with Isagenix, but Isagenix does not pay them unless they build their own business like the rest of us. Here's me and Brandon Jacobs. He is the former running back for the New York Giants, and he is on my team. I enrolled him and his wife. And again, just like I was saying before, he is a full believer in Isagenix. He has quoted saying, I wish I had this when I was still playing in the NFL. I might actually still be playing. He loves the Ionic Supreme. He had knee surgery, which is one of the reasons he decided to retire from the NFL. And it's really, really helped his recovery as far as his knee surgery goes. Okay. So I know this all sounds really awesome, right? You're like, sign me up. How do I get this? Because I need all of this, because I believe, honestly, that every single person on this planet needs this food. Who wouldn't need this? So here's the really, really cool thing about Isagenix is we are a direct sales company. So that means that we sign people up, and Isagenix gets paid through word of mouth. It's a small business dream come true. If anybody on this call owns their own business, that's the best way to get business, right? Word of mouth. So Isagenix has decided that rather than paying 50% of their budget to advertising to pay, like Jennifer Aniston to drink a shake on TV, they're going to pay us to do their advertising for them. And so we are so blessed that we get to not only put this amazing food in our body, but we can get it for free. And not only can we get it for free, but we can make a lot of money by sharing it with other people. It's such a beautiful, beautiful idea. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details right now about how to make a lot of money. That's for another night. But I am going to tell you how to get your products paid for, because that's step one. That's it. Step one is, you know what, I'd like to try this, and I'd really like to maybe just get my money back and pay for next month too. How cool would that be? So we have a really simple a business model called U plus 2, then plus 2. So here's how you get your products paid for. If you enroll on our President's Pack and you bring 2 people with you, maybe it's your best friend and your mom, or in my case, it was my husband and my mom. I told them they had to do it. And if they both enroll in a President's Pack, you are going to get $80 back on each, which actually doubles, because if you enroll 2 people within the same business week, Isagenix is going to double your product introductory bonus, which is very, very generous of them. And so your $80 plus $80 turns into $320. You've already made back half of your product, okay? All right. And you've become a consultant. When you become a consultant, that means you've enrolled 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. Isagenix is going to give you $50 for becoming a consultant. Okay. Your next step, if you're not happy enough there, you can keep going. You can show your mom and your husband or your boyfriend or your best friend or whoever it might be how to do the same thing. Hey, boyfriend, did you know that if you had 2 people come in, you too could get that money back? And just for doing that, you created 2 consultants, U plus 2, then plus 2. Isagenix is going to give you $100 for each consultant that you just created. That's another $200. And you've become a manager. If you do that within your first 30 days, you're going to get a $250 bonus. You just made $820 in 30 days. Is that possible? Absolutely. If you decide to go with the medium President's Pack, the medium 30-day President's Pack, the medium 30-day pack, the smaller one that I was showing you earlier, same thing, except it's just a little less money. So you're going to get $25 PIB. That's going to double, so you'll get $100. All right, you're going to show your mom and your best friend how to do the same thing. You'll still get that $50 consultant bonus, no matter what. And then you'll get another $100 each for each consultant that you create. You'll become a manager within 30 days. You'll get the $250 bonus. And you've just made $600. Okay? And that's just the beginning, guys. So your next step is to go back to the person who invited you on this call and enroll. Talk to them about how to get started. And I just want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. So excited for you. This is going to be absolutely one of the top decisions that you'll make in your life. It has changed so many people's lives. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.